Hey girl, hey, happy Monslay. So for today, I have a question for you. If you are catching the replay, type in hashtag replay slay. And if you are watching live, say hey girl, hey, so I can say hey back to you. Do you know what your bracelet size is? Do you know? So most people are standard size, which is 7.5. 7.5 is usually the standard size that is sold in stores. The standard size that's made for bracelets for females online. So that's the standard size. But a lot of people do not know their bracelet size. So your bracelet size is not the exact measurement of your wrist. I'm going to go over this with you in a minute. So a lot of people think they'll tell me their wrist size, your wrist size. I can figure out your bracelet size from your wrist size, but your wrist size is not usually the size of your bracelet. So I'm going to use me for an example. This is my wrist, right? And so I'm measuring it right now to show you guys. So I measure these nails, y'all, these nails at a 6.5. Let me show you. I'm about 6.5. You can't really, let me move, see if I can move this light. You still can't see. But I'm at a 6.5, okay? So I'm at a 6.5. Why is it? Hold on, Kendall is texting me, y'all. He's texting, Mommy, where are you? I hope they didn't wake up their sister. All right, so I'm a 6.5. So that's what you want to do. The first thing, you measure your wrist. So I'm a 6.5. So think about your bracelet size like clothes, right? So before I had Maya, I would joke and I would be like, I'm a medium because I could wear a small and I could wear a medium, right? But the truth is my true size was a medium. I could squeeze into into a small. So, and now I'm a medium and a large. So I could wear a medium and I could wear a large too. However, let's talk about this size. So 6.5, that's my wrist size, but my bracelet size isn't 6.5. If I were to wear a bracelet that was 6.5, it would fit exactly to my wrist. It would be too close for comfort. It is supposed to be comfortable. So I can wear anywhere from, I usually wear the average size, which is 7.5. That fits me comfortably. So an inch higher. Some people like it a little snug, so some people do in half an inch higher. But usually I do, if you tell me that your measurement size, let's say you measured your wrist and your wrist was 7.5, I'm making 8.5 bracelets for you. If you measured your wrist and your wrist was 8.5, I'm making the bracelets at 9.5 so that it fit. You have that extra inch for comfort. And an extra inch isn't a lot, guys. An extra inch is literally like a bead or 2 or 3, depending on the size of the bead. So let me show you something. These are pieces that are actually going to go onto the site. Okay. These are pieces that are actually going to go onto the site in a couple of days. So let me show you. And if you could come up with a name for this piece, that would be greatly appreciated. Let me put the light back on. So this is a 7.5 bracelet, between 7.5 and 8. See? And that's how it fits my wrist. Another thing that people need to be mindful with when you wear stacks, like there's some people that wear like 10, 12 bracelets at a time. We measured up here, right? You have to measure. If you want a whole bunch of stacks, you need to measure down here. So usually if you're getting a whole bunch of stacks, there'll be a combination. It'll be probably, for me, it'll be like 7.5 to 8 if you want a whole bunch of stacks. But these fit me comfortably, right? I have a little bit of room, but they fit me comfortably. If I put a 6.5 or a 7 on my wrist, it will go on my wrist. 6.5 will be a little bit too snug for me for comfort. It's supposed to be comfortable. Your bracelet is not supposed to be uncomfortable. So I got my little army truck here. I don't know if y'all can see that. This is a real cute pretty set. Okay, so that's that. But I'm going to show you another one. Similar one I made, but it's 8.5, which is 2 inches bigger than my wrist size. And this is a unisex version. So see how it went it could go all the way down there. See, but if I put it up here, see how I have room down here because it's big. Could I wear it? Yeah, but it's going to be big. Is it going to fall off my wrist? No, but it will be gliding throughout the day. So it goes back to like clothes. It's all about your comfort level. So for example, I'm about a size 6, right? Or an 8. So let's say I'm an 8, right? I'm a size 8. But I could wear a size 6 if I wanted to. Like I could squeeze into it. Is it comfortable? No. I could wear a 10 if I wanted to. Is it my right size? No, but I could wear it if I'm going for like a bigger look. You get what I'm saying? But I could wear it, but 8 is my size. The same thing with the goes for the wrist size. So again, I'm 6.5. My wrist measures at 6.5 inches, but my bracelet size is 7.5. So that's usually what I do. If you are ever telling me your size and you measured it in inches, I am not making the bracelet the exact amount that you told me. I am making it an inch bigger so that you have room for comfort. Unless you are like, girl, you're like a bracelet. You are a bracelet connoisseur. You are always rocking bracelets. Some people know their bracelet size and they'll tell me, oh, I'm an 8. I'm a 7 3/4. They know their bracelet size. But if you're telling me your wrist size in inches, just so that you guys know, I'm going up by an inch so that that bracelet can fit you comfortably. You can roll it on and roll it off, because what happens when your bracelet is too tight and too snug, it risks breaking, because what's going to happen is your wrist is not, it's going to stretch it out, that elastic out, and eventually the elastic will pop, and it's just going to be, I don't want you uncomfortable, right? So I just wanted to do that to let y'all know, to go over wrist size. So your wrist size is about an inch bigger than, I mean, your bracelet size is about an inch bigger than your wrist size. That's the way I do it. Some people do half an inch. Somebody that I was taught by, to her, the perfect bracelet size, the average, though 7.5 is what's sold in stores. What works for her, she said, was 7.25 and 7 3/4. I just want to make sure everybody knows their right wrist size, because I don't want anybody uncomfortable with their pieces. So what's coming up soon with the new collection, when we're able to do it, we will have pieces, we will have a plus size section. At this time, we still do, if people want their bracelets sized up or they need them sized up, we size it up free of charge for you. You just got to let us know to size it up and up to what size. That's not a problem. That service will still continue, but I will be adding a plus size section for my curvy ladies, because when we size it up, it takes us like 5 to 7 business days to size it up. Sometimes it could take longer. Usually we'll find beads that still complement the style or spacers, and we are able to fill it with that. But if you want something very specific and exact, we have to try to order the beads, the exact beads, which is not always a guarantee or not always an easy task. So that's why it could take a hold up. So if you're ever like, why are my beads taking so long? So that's the purpose of me adding a curvy line, so that you don't have to wait. Your other stacks don't have to wait. Tuesday is my ship day. If they order, if those pieces are ready to ship, you deserve to have ready to ship pieces too. I'm not stopping you. I want you to shop whatever pieces you like. If you see something and it's not a part of the curvy line, again, you still can size up, again, but it will take the 5 to 7 business days for me to resize the piece. However, I'm adding the curvy line so that you don't gotta wait either. So you're gonna get you gonna be cute, and your pieces are ready to go. I will have that available. So there'll be some 8s, and there'll be it'll be sizes 8 to 9.5 in the curvy line. But I just wanted to go over that with you guys, the wrist size. I feel like every I'm a little early, but I feel like every year it's important for me to revisit sizes. And then another thing that happens, guys, I have had this. Some people have health conditions and their wrist size changes. So sometimes they could be a 7.5, and sometimes they could be 9. It fluctuates. So for you, if that's you, I advise you to get stacks, and let me know that, like, get a, what do we call it, a stack attack, and I will do different sizes in the stack attack. So if your wrist is a 9, you'll have pieces in the 9 department that can fit you. And if your wrist goes back down to its normal size, you'll have pieces from that stack that can fit you. But it's all about communication. Also, sometimes some of you guys, since you've been working with me, some of you guys have lost weight. And if you lose weight, sometimes your wrist size goes down. So if you're noticing your bracelets are feeling a little looser, it could be because you lost weight. Another thing, if you're noticing your bracelets are feeling a little looser, how long have you had the bracelet? If you had the bracelet over a year or 2 years and you religiously, for example, I had a coworker / friend who wore her bracelet religiously, like every day for a whole year. That's going to put wear and tear on your bracelet. So what ended up happening, it started to stretch out because it needed to be restrung. So I restrung it for her, not a problem. And for those of you that are in the Slay Society, I am going to have a restring day before the new year. It's going to be in December. So be on the lookout for that. And you're going to be able to send back 2 of your favorite stacks to be restrung. Kind of like, you know how they have a National Shred Day, we're gonna have a restring day, and I will restring 2 of your favorite pieces for you free of charge. That's just part of being in the Slay Society. So yeah, sometimes it's a variety of things. One time I had a client that bought a gift for a coworker, and they worked in the school and her piece got snagged. She was playing, I don't know, maybe volleyball, and something caught on the bracelet and it stretched out the bracelet. And the person that bought it noticed it. This person, she loved her bracelet so much, she didn't want to let it go. She kept wearing it even though it was stretched out. And I was able to restring it. It does not take me a lot of time to restring it. If you have the beads still and everything, it doesn't take me anything to restring it for you. So I restrung it for her and she was good to go. So it's all about, I want you, these are important quality pieces to you. And it's important to me that you're able to wear your piece to the best of your ability, that you're able to enjoy your piece. What I'm talking about, to the best of your ability, you're able to enjoy your piece. So I just wanted to do some education with that. Also, I know this video is being really long, much longer than I planned, but while we're on the topic of that, let's talk about maintenance. So we roll on, we roll off. For those of you that are part of the Stack Sisters group, you are pros at that. You roll them on, you roll them off. So let me show you. You roll them on and you roll them off. Do not do this, because that will pull them out, stretch them out eventually too. So you just roll them on and you roll them off. And you roll them on, you roll them off, right? So you roll them on, you roll them off. Also, avoid water. Don't work out in your energy beads. Don't work out in any of the bracelets. We want them to last as long as they possibly can. The sweat from the working out can mess with the elastic, can mess with your beads. So just don't work out with them. Don't swim in them. Don't shower in them. Avoid lotions, oils, spray, water, you name it. Avoid putting anything on them or around them. So maybe like lotion your skin first. Then after your skin's dry, put your beads on. If you put perfume or sprays on your wrist area, dab on your perfume or your sprays first, let it dry, then put your bracelet on, and you'll be good. But be careful with, I know a few people that try to work out in them. Just be careful. If you want to work out with them, that's on you. But if they pop, it's because of the sweat getting onto the elastic, and eventually it's going to cause wear and tear and it's going to pop. And we don't want your bracelet pop. Okay, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. I have pieces that are like 2-3 years old, and they've lasted me a long time. I'm noticing more of my pieces are starting to pop lately because of Maya. Maya pulls my bracelets and she stretches, she tugs them. So if you notice, like, I don't have on my favorite bracelet, my little the G's, it's because Maya popped it. I just need to, I was able to save the bracelets though. So I just need to restring those. Thankfully, I was able to save the beads. So I just need to restring those, thankfully, so that because that was my favorite. I need to make me some new bracelets. Um, I think I'm gonna make me a version of this army one. I'm feeling the army truck, and y'all know I like army fatigue. So I'm excited for the fall collection. I'm trying to make sure I have a little something for everybody. I try not to leave my guys out, so I do have the unisex version. That's King Tut in the middle. That's a brass spacer. I'm trying to give y'all a little bit of something, a little bit of everything. All right, guys, that's it. This video is much longer than I anticipated, but I just wanted to make sure you guys are clear on your bracelet size versus your wrist size. And if you need help with it, I will guide you. Just measure your wrist in inches and I'll take care of the rest. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. All right. That is all for now. Have a great day. Bye.